time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the step together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
What's up, guys? My name is Brendan, and this is Student of the Community. In this series, you guys send me your clips through Instagram's direct messenger, and then I give you the best tips I can. That way, we're all able to learn from each other and become students of the entire tricking community. And guys, keep submitting your clips, because there's a new episode coming out every Friday. So with all that said, let's get started. Our first clip comes from Jose, and he sent us an attempt of his Cork Snapu. The Cork Snapu is a double cork variation that includes the SnapuSwipe. It is a super cool trick, but also extremely challenging. So let's check it out and give him some tips. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jose, that was a great attempt, but if you want to land this trick, there's one thing I think you really need to focus on. First, you did a great job of getting power for the trick. You had a strong master scoot, you pushed off the ground really hard, and you did a good job of executing your swing. Now, that said, your swing could have been a little bit more vertical, and you could have been a little bit more patient. That said, you did a good job of setting for the double cork or cork snapu. And when you executed your cork swipe, the prerequisite skill, you did a great job of executing a massive kick. But if you want to land the snapu swipe, you need to twist after you throw the kick. What I would recommend is as you're throwing that leg for your snapu swipe, punch across with your arm, and then after the leg passes its target, bring that arm in to twist you around. What I saw you do was the second the kick came out, you tucked your legs in beneath you, which killed a lot of your twist, and you let your arms kind of go loose. Rather, after that kick comes out, you need to power through the skill, pulling your arms into twist, straightening out your legs, and getting that last little bit of rotation. But that was a good cork snapu, and you are so close to landing this trick. So use these tips and get it. Our second clip comes from Leo, and he sent us a video of his 540. He says he's been teaching it to himself, so let's check it out and give him some tips. Leo, that was a great attempt. And if you want to throw that 540, you totally can. There's just a few things I think you really need to fix. The first is your spotting. The entire time you did your 540, your eyes were glued to the ground. Rather, when you do your 540, you want to keep your eyes on your target, the same target you would be kicking if you were to do a tornado kick. The second thing I think you need to focus on is your arms. When you do your 540, swing your arms to generate momentum, which you did a good job of, but once you leave the ground, keep them moving. If you let your arms go loose and throw them the opposite direction, it's gonna kill your 540. When that kick comes across, punch across with your arm to twist you a little bit to get your legs beneath you. But that was a good 540. Honestly, the biggest tip is just to go back and make sure your tornado kick is super solid. Get your arms nice and strong in a fighter stance so that way you have more control over them. And get the setup for your tornado kick really high and floaty so that way you have more than enough power to then do the 540. If you focus on your spot and your arms and go back and drill your tornado kick, I think you shouldn't have any issues getting this trick. Our third clip comes from Alan, and he sent us a video of his cork. He says he's really struggling to get height, so let's check it out and give him some tips on how he can get himself into the air. Alan, that was a great cork attempt, and you could easily get this trick and get it with a lot more height. You did a great job with your technique. You entered into your cork with a nice strong eagle. You did a good job of swinging your arms, and when you got into your twisting position, it was nice and tight. Not only that, but you were spotting for the ground, and you opened up with pretty good timing. The only thing I think you really need to fix is your swing leg. When you executed your swing, you did a fantastic job of getting into that eagle and pushing with your arms. But when it came to your swing leg, you only brought it up into like kind of a knee. Rather, what I want you to do is I want you to swing that leg all the way up. And only once it's swung and you generate that flipping momentum, only then should you move into your twisting position. But your technique was super good. The only thing you really need to fix is that swing. If you want to fix it as fast as possible, go back and drill your cheat gainer. The better the swing on your cheat gainer, the better the swing will be when you do the cork. And one thing you should also focus on is as you do that swing, keep your eyes spotting forward. That will keep you from rushing the twist like you did in the clip you sent in. But this was a great cork, and you could easily land this with a lot more height. Just focus on that swing leg. Thank you so much for sending in this clip. Our fourth clip comes from Mr. Penguin, and he sent us his first ever Grand Master Swipe. He says he wants some tips so that way he can combo it and make it more consistent. So let's check it out and help him out.
Oh! Oh!
First, I want to say that was a good GMS. The Grand Master Swipe is not an easy trick, and it's often really confusing for people to understand. So if this is your first one, you have a very bright future. But if you want to make it a little bit more consistent and make it easier to combo, there's a few things I think you should focus on. The first is your arms. When you were coming out of the cartwheel and setting for the GMS, you did a great job of using your arms to get the flip. But once you left the ground, your arms just kind of went everywhere. Rather, next time you do your GMS, keep them in and control them so that way you're not losing energy to flailing limbs going left and right. But that was a good GMS. The only other thing I think you should focus on is your cleanliness and consistency. What I mean by that is drilling, doing this skill over and over and over again until the muscle memory just kicks in and does it for you. What I would recommend if you want to combo a trick and make it super consistent is just do a ton of repetitions. If you're struggling to land it consistently, keep using the mat. But take that mat away and just drill this trick 100, 200, 300 times. And after that, it will be very consistent and very easy to combo. Our fifth and final clip comes from Justin, and he sent us a video of his double cork. He says he's looking for any tips to improve this trick. So let's check it out. Justin, that was a great double cork and a super solid attempt. But if you want to get this trick, there's something you really need to fix, and that is your power. When it comes to big skills like the double cork, the power you put into the very beginning of the skill is going to be the power that you use throughout the entire duration of the trick. So if you don't have enough power in the beginning, you're not gonna have enough power at the end. And that's what I saw with your double cork. You went into it walking, like not even. You need to get power if you're going to be using a J-step as your setup. And you need to put in energy. You had great technique. You had a nice strong eagle, you swung all the way up, your twisting position was super tight, but you had no power. So what I would recommend is find a setup that works for you. I really like Master Scoot, other people like Touchdown Rise, and if you're going to be using a J step or a pivot step, get some distance, gather momentum, and get power before you execute the double cork. Because your technique is very good, you just don't have enough power. So get a solid setup and you should have no issues landing your double. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to everybody who sent in their clips. If you want to get your clips featured on next week's Student of the Community, direct message them to me at Mastering Tricking on Instagram. And if you guys want to support Mastering Tricking, it would mean the world to me. All you need to do is go to my website, howtomastertricking.com, and look around. Pick up a shirt, maybe check out the curriculum, or even become a patron. Thank you again, and thank you to every single person who supports Mastering Tricking. This would not be possible if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you, and have a lovely day.